I'm Jake Gardner from Westbound Down Brewing Company, and this is your craft beer and brewing tip of the week. To speak very generally about hops, and keep in mind we've been selecting hops at harvest for only 2 years, so we're rookies at this, but we're students of the game, and we've been contacting everybody we know in West Coast IPA to learn as much as we can as quickly as possible. But some things that theory might play out that we're believers in is early harvest hops. So we'll talk about those and then I'll kind of flip the switch on what we actually do. But theoretically, early harvest hops should have a lower hydrocarbon fraction. They also should have lower nitrogen uptake. This makes sense. As a hop plant grows, we know there's fertilizer rich in nitrogen, and most of that nitrogen is uptook in the shoot and the leaves. But as those plants' cones are left on the vine, the nitrogen that is still part of bringing energy to this plant goes into the cones. So forgive me if I don't understand the agricultural side perfectly, but one thing that is decently well studied is that cones that stay on the vine longer have a higher nitrogen uptake in the cones. There's that factor. Another theory is mostly invented by me, but I think is based in some collective science broader than beer, is that these early harvest hops, greener cones, must have more antioxidant properties. We know from food research and others that through photosynthesis, vegetal matter and general plants, fruit have a ton of natural antioxidants. Great in removing free radicals, great in preserving beer. And so if hops early on are greener and brighter and younger and less exposed to oxygen, they must also preserve more of their antioxidant properties. Therefore, early harvest hops must also have more antioxidant preservative properties to protect your beer in extending that window. I have no exact research on this, but when we have selected early harvest hops, we've experienced these results. That being said, this is anecdotal evidence. We can't be sure how kilning affects this, how drying affects this, how packaging in nitrogen-packed bags and pelletizing affects this. But anecdotally, our QC team has noticed that when we have selected early harvest hops, the results in packaged beer is more brightness, more hop expression, more hop saturation later in packaged product and on draft. For more on creating longevity in West Coast IPA while keeping high aroma impact, click the link below.